All right, we left off with 8-5 homework before our enrichment week. So let's correct the homework. Homework was 8-5, 1 to 41. We did the odds. So let's go through those. Then we'll do a couple. So number 1 should get a 6 in that box. Number 3 should get a 5 right there. Number 5 should be a 9. Number 7 should be a 4. Number 9 should be a 5 in the box. Number 11 should be a 1. Number 13, that's going to factor into y plus 3 times y plus 2. Number 15 is going to be x plus 9 times x plus 7. Number 17 is the quantity of r minus 9 times the quantity of r minus 3. You can say with that word, quantity. Number 19, w plus 15 times w plus 4. Number 21, the factors there are going to be z minus 14, z minus 12 and z minus 1. Number 23, you should get 3 in that box. Number 25, you should get a 1. 27, you should get a 5. 29 should be a 2. Number 31, the factors here are going to be w plus 4 and w minus 2. Number 33, d minus 6 and d plus 2. Number 35, s minus 8 and s plus 3. Number 37, v plus 7 and v minus 4. And number 39 is t minus 6 times t plus 4. And number 41 is going to be c minus 6 times c plus 5. Okay, let's do 41. Maybe we'll do a couple from the front. So 41, if I look at this, I've got a trinomial here, quadratic trinomial, and I want to try to find the factors of this. So there's a couple ways you can do this. You can make an x, you can make a box, you can compare them both. But I know that this is going to be c squared here, and I know this is going to be a negative 30. And if I use the x method, this is going to be negative 30, and this is going to be a negative 1. Okay, remember up here we put our last term, which is c, and we put our middle term here, which is b. Okay, if you forget where I'm getting those from, let's write it right above it. So a standard form for a quadratic equation is a x squared plus bx plus c. Okay, so my c value is negative 30, so that goes right here. My b value is negative 1, so that goes right there. Okay, so I've got that. And then let's go back over to our box over here. So I know this has got to be, let's shrink this up. There we go. Okay, I know that this has to be c, and I know this has to be c because c times c is c squared. And then I have to think about what things multiply to negative 30. Okay, it could be negative 10 and positive 3. Could be a couple things. Could be negative 30 and positive 1. Could be negative 1, positive 30. But it has to, whatever it is, they have to add up to negative 1. So the only thing that adds up to negative 1 would be a negative 6 here and a positive 5 here. So negative 6 and 5. When I add those up, negative 6 plus 5 is going to be giving me a negative 1. And when I fill in my box, this is going to be negative 6c, and this is going to be 5c. And when I add these up in orange here, that's where I'm going to get my negative 1, and I'm going to get my negative 1 right there. Okay, let's go to let's do number 21. Okay, number 21, let's just use the x method on this. What multiplies to the last term, 12, but adds to the middle term, negative 13? Well, this is going to be, it's got to multiply to a positive, add to a negative. So it's going to be negative 12 and negative 1. Okay, because negative 12 plus negative 1 is going to be negative 13, and negative 12 times negative 1 is going to be a positive 12. So then this would factor into z minus 12 and z minus 1. Okay, so I get my minus 1 right here, and I get my plus, or my minus 12 right there. So those are the factors. Okay, let's do one of these where we got to fill in the box here. These are pretty basic. What multiplies to negative 56? Well, I have a negative 7. The only thing that can get me to a negative 56 would be a positive 8. So negative 7 times 8 is going to give me negative 56. All right, hopefully that helps you out. And then we're moving on to 8-6.